It's the Brad and John Show.
Brad and John Show on our anniversary, 11/20 in 2023. We started this show in 11/20/2025. Here we are, John. John, can I make one more addition to my previous B block?
Yeah. Folks want to hear the full story, go to B block for November 20th, 2025, in which you were gifting things to Matt Thornhill like a signed highlight stick.
The interesting part of this was that I forgot this part of the story, that after Matthew Thornhill was elected judge, he had Jack Banas, I believe it was Jack Banas, who was the prosecutor, was really upset about the fact that he got himself involved with this baseball thing with these two attorneys and the whole bit. And what happened was Banas said to all the judges, I do not trust Matthew Thornhill with any of my criminal cases, because the way it works, the judges, most of the judges in St. Charles County, associate and regular circuit, I think this is true of a lot of judges, they do a civil docket and they do a criminal docket. So Jack Banas said, I'm not letting him do any of my criminal cases, and the other judges weren't happy about this because that meant they had to take on more criminal cases, and Judge Thornhill was lucky enough to only do civil cases, which are typically not as rigorous as the criminal cases. So essentially all the judges were mad at him. So it's an interesting story.
And what I love about the Post-Dispatch coverage is one of the alleged transgressions that Thornhill admitted to engaging in was he would ask sometimes people that were witnesses if they had seen his campaign signs.
Yes.
Now that's surprising to me because of you, he was always testifying to the value of radio ads and not yard signs. And in fact, he once went to the Westplex Chamber of Commerce, which was once Brad's shiny object, and he saw an ad there for yard signs suck, in which yard signs was spelled incorrectly.
John, once again, you're making fun of me with my Westplex Chamber of Commerce.
Whoa, easy, Brad. Do you know why Westplex Chamber is top of mind?
Because I've had 8 new members in the past couple weeks.
And they're not reflected at Westplex Chamber if you go to membership, Brad. You've been stuck at 66 since May. And here's the summary. Now, I completely believe people have joined and that you've given up on the website, because I could see that there's new members, I'm sure, but you just obviously don't care enough to add them to the website. Here's what I wrote a year ago as a summary of the show. Brad gives his now daily pitch for the Westplex Chamber of Commerce, replete with forgetting to mention the website address. John fills the marketing gap. So, Brad, once again, if people want to join the Westplex Chamber of Commerce, where can they find it?
Westplex.com, and it's absolutely free, and it's absolutely free for the first 100 members. So we're getting up close to 100. Once we go over 100, I'll be charging for it, but it's free right now. And the interesting thing about it is there's several people on there that essentially the deal was, I told you sign up, and I'll give you free radio advertising.
And who do you know, Brad, that originally paid the $75? Is there anybody you're talking to right now that magnanimously gave you $75?
You didn't have to do that, John. You could have bought the free membership.
Okay, and where's the part where you instead of saying you don't have to, where's the gratitude and just saying, yeah, John, I know you did and I appreciate it?
Okay, hold on a minute. Let me get the song up again.
No, we don't need the song, Brad.
Where the lady
anyway,
says,
you were going to say, so 8 people have joined. You haven't done the courtesy of adding their names and membership to the website, but 8 people have joined recently.
I'll have to just pull the thank you, John.
Hey, a song makes it right, Brad. Now, okay. I interrupted you rudely. You were talking about an update on the Westplex Chamber.
No.
And you're still are you still, like, how many minutes a month would you say that you still commit to this?
It depends on the month. I mean, see, what's interesting is it sort of goes in spurts because of the fact that in the last week, I think I've had 5 new members in the last week. I mean,
and how do they, are they people that you meet at the Friday networking group?
What's interesting about it is this has become sort of an internet thing that I talk about this on the internet. Here, let me find it real quick here, because of the fact that it's interesting because, and I have an issue here where, I'm thinking to myself, there's a couple people that join. Like, for example, here, one of the newest members, Goodman Law Firm. Cameron H. Goodman is Oak Brook divorce attorney. Now, he's in Illinois. And then there's Blue Lake Hospital. This is in Caledonia, Michigan. There's the Bryden Swearingen England PC. They're in Jefferson City. But then we've got Adam Bertrand in Speed Pro in St. Louis. Michelle Burkhart. Matter of fact, she's doing her and her partner are doing a matchmaking thing. I've known her for a while. She just started this, and I ran into her at the Business Expo last month out in St. Charles. Jeannie Crosby, the Commons. I've met her at a chamber event. And if you go through alphabetically, There's
and somehow my entry isn't in there, and I filled out the profile, and somehow I'm not listed in the membership directory. But Brad, I think that's awesome that people. So, do you think those random folks? Do you think a bot filled out a form, or do you think they obviously didn't pay you the $75? But do you think that maybe a bot filled out the form? Like, why would somebody in Michigan fill out a Westplex Chamber of Commerce thing?
Because they might do business here in St. Louis.
Do you think they're okay? Yeah. So you think that they're probably real people that actually filled out the form?
Oh yeah. Just like Morgan.
Oh wow. Okay, that's amazing.
Morgan is not here in St. Louis, but yet they advertise all over the place. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, I get what you're saying, Brad. I would just think that it seems odd that random companies that aren't in the metro region. But you're right. Like a Morgan & Morgan could, and we're up against time, Brad. We're done with our 2-year anniversary show today.
So John, where do we head from here? Is this the start of our year number 3?
I think, we'll certainly start year number 3. And, transparently, we talked about the fact that if we'll go past the new year, there's certainly a chance that you will, take this whole thing seriously in 2026. But I always say that expectations are resentments waiting to happen. And it's been quite a learning experience, Brad, over the last 2 years with you. And it's I'm grateful for learning how to deal with you. And probably the best part of doing the show, I know we're over time, but the best part is setting a model for people who might be frustrated with coworkers or who work with boomers and are just furious at them all day. And I know that they get a chance to live vicariously through me. A lot of Gen X people that have frustrations with boomer parents, they can hear somebody yell at a boomer or express frustration over incompetence or lack of execution when they listen to the show. And it's a way for them to live vicariously through me. So I'm grateful that we're able to provide that experience here, Brad.
What's the gal's name? What's her Mel Gibson or what's
Mel
her?
Robbins, Brad.
Mel Robbins.
Let him.
And
I love that, Brad.
And
Brad, I'll talk to you in season 3.
But I think that what you're doing is, I think you're accusing me of something.
Oh yeah, what am I accusing you of?
Don't be bamboozled.
Hey, don't be bamboozled, Brad. Hey, I gotta run, Brad. I will see you in season 3.
John, hold on just a minute. But there's somebody here that wants to say something to you real quick.
Okay.
There's some and what were you saying about John again?
What would you do with a brain if you had one?
Oh, that's not nice.
Oh, Brad, it's a throwback clip. Okay, I'll see you in season 3 tomorrow, Brad.
Bye, John.